everyone? It's your boy Vinny Venom, and this is Getting Into the Business, the music business. That is episode 19. I am Vinny Venom, your host, music producer, remixer, songwriter, record label owner, apparel owner, entrepreneur, public figure. Let me start off by saying to everyone, thank you for all the love and all the support I've been getting from so many fans here and overseas. Thank you so much for everyone contacting me and telling me how much they're enjoying getting into the business, the music business that is. We are on episode 19, and everybody's been contacting me and telling me thank you so much for all the information I've been getting from you on this show. I created this show to give you guys a lot of information and input and output. I definitely want to hear back from you. I definitely want to know more about you and what you are trying to do. And I want to explain to everyone that I am a normal person just like everyone else. I started out doing any of this stuff at all. How did I get started doing this? I started looking into things. I started figuring out things for myself. A lot of you guys know me as a music producer, a remixer, a songwriter, or apparel owner. A lot of you guys and girls have seen my postings that I put up there, my graphics, my animation. A lot of you guys enjoy my music that I produce on a regular. And a lot of people hit me up and say, hey, man, I want to be just like you. And I always tell people, always be a leader, not a follower. Always do the opposite of what somebody else does. If somebody is known as that one person that created and started that trend, then that person and that person alone is going to be noticed and be known for that. Not you, him, or her. So understand that. Always be yourself. Don't be someone else. If you're going to be someone else, then you need to be paying and playing someone to be that person. I mean, you're doing a movie and you're reenacting being that person, then you want to be that person. You want to be as close or accurate of that person you can be. You want to recreate the moves, the talk, the actions, whatever that person has done in life, you want to recreate it. You want to be that person because you're getting paid for it. And that's the only reason why you want to be that person. Otherwise, you want to be yourself. You want to make an imprint in life that is your imprint, no one else's imprint. And that's the only way I believe that people will take you serious and believe everything you say, because it's coming from you and you alone. No one else is giving them that information. Now, I get a lot of people say to me, hey, man, there's a lot of people that are cloning you and duplicating what you say and try to do what you do. And I say to them, well, if they are doing what I'm doing and you're noticing it, imagine how many other people are noticing it and how many other people are not taking that person seriously because they know they're plagiarizing themselves, being something they're not, and everybody is noticing it, including you. So leave it alone. Sometimes you have, people that don't think for themselves, and they think they have to go by what else somebody else is doing because it's trending, and they think if they do it this way, the way that person's done it, it's going to benefit them. But unfortunately, it doesn't. It hurts them more than benefits them, because those people see that person for being someone that they're not, and they're not going to take that person's information actually seriously. And that's sad because I see it all the time, right? Um, so I always tell people a little word of advice: be yourself, don't be someone else. Only if you're playing to be someone else, then be someone else. Otherwise, be your own person. Don't be someone else's. So let me get into NFTs. A lot of people have been hitting me up and saying, hey, man, what's up with the NFTs? Everybody's talking about it. I see you are involved in it. So now I want to get involved in it because I know you get involved in things that are trending and things are happening at that moment. I see you getting involved in whatever. Because a lot of people didn't know about Audius music. A lot of people didn't know about a lot of things that I've been getting involved in and they've been getting involved in. And they've been contacting me and say, hey, man, thank you for that information. I appreciate that input. It really helped me. I didn't even have no idea about this company until you brought it up, good thing I started early, just like you did. And I see the popularity you have and vice versa. So I'm happy to give people great information that's going to help them grow on what they're trying to do, and things are going to get better for them as they are, and they will. So, NFTs, what is an NFT? NFT is anything that is holds and is precious to you, right? I create something, right? I put it out on a platform like OpenSea, right? Where people sell and buy their stuff. I actually sell stuff. I'm not buying stuff at OpenSea. I'm not buying anybody's art. I'm creating my own art and I'm putting it out there as my collection, and people are bidding on it or paying for it off right, and paying for the price that I want for it, and there's a Ethereum price, and then you'll see on the bottom they'll show you the US price. So the Ethereum price and the price in US dollars, what it's going for, it could be $1,000, 2,500, or whatever in the US price. Then you could transfer that money into your account and make it from Bitcoin into regular US funds, right? US dollars from crypto. So, what is an NFT? How do I do an NFT? Now, a lot of people hit me up and they say to me, "Hey, I really want to get into this NFT. Why? I want to do something else, Vin. I want to try something else. I'm doing a job. I'm not really happy with it. I don't like it. I don't like my employer. I actually don't think he respects me. I don't think he treats me right. I'm noticing that I'm not climbing up the ladder. I'm noticing that people are getting noticed that do less than me. Matter of fact, do nothing and getting more recognition and whatever. I'm tired of it." And I always tell them, I said, don't stress out. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be NFTs. It could be anything else. You could do a channel like this. Now, let me give you an example. Okay. I'm an electrician and I believe I'm a great electrician. I'm a fantastic electrician. I'm a phenomenal electrician. Okay. I'm the best of the electrician because I got taught from the best of the best. So I have the knowledge and the information that could help someone become like me or even better. So what should I do? Well, hi, this is electric uh outlet show. Okay, whatever. I'm giving you an example, not trademark. I'm just drawing something up there. Electric show, whatever. Um, and I'll say to them, this is my electric show. My name. This is Tom's electric show, whatever. And I'm going to show you how to put in a wall socket, right? You got to cut this out. You got to put this in. You got to get this box. You got to get these plugs. There's certain things you have to work or you have to do. You can't skip on this because this can cause a problem. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Okay. So you do this. You put it out there, and you get a lot of people that want to be electricians or are electricians and say, "Hey, he's right. Yeah, well, I didn't know that. Good thing I know that. I'm gonna follow this guy or girl. I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna like. I'm gonna comment. And hey, I watched your show. I really enjoyed it. I really got a lot out of it. I've been an electrician for 8 years. I didn't know about this thing. Good thing to know. I got to order this because this will make my job easier. Now that person put up a channel, put on up a show. It's getting noticed. Channel's going up. He's going over, 400 hours of a watch time. He can now monetize his channel. Now he has the option now that uh, you have advertisement on your channel. So the more subscribers, the more things, you're getting offers to sponsor these companies. They're going to pay you. So now you're creating income. You had nothing. You started with nothing. You did something for shits and giggles and you put it out there and it got noticed. It's getting publicized. Now you are you're making more money doing this than working your regular job. You're not getting stressed out. You enjoy talking to people. You're giving them information that you do on a regular, right? And a lot of people, it's not said, it's crazy to say, not said, that they quit what they were doing and they make this their livelihood because it's giving them income, profit. It's giving them less stress. It's giving them happiness because they're doing something and they're relating information to someone like him that probably got started way earlier than him or later than him or maybe later than him most likely, and now technology is different and they have these options that these old timers don't know about, and he's bringing up things that tools and things that they can implement on their job to make things easier for them or make things cleaner for them or making things work smarter for them, so that helps them. Now this guy is working on this show. He did it as a spoof, but it worked out for him. He's getting noticed now. He's trending. So now this person say, "Wow, I didn't know this was gonna be so amazing and phenomenal. I didn't know this was gonna be something I love doing this." Now this person's getting more involved into this, getting lights, getting a green screen, getting, you know, lantern lights, getting, LED lights, making it look more professional, getting a nice desk, wearing his logo on his shirt and his hat, making it more personal now to him that people could relate to him now. Now, the person started the show way, way different the way it is now because now this person is like, wow, this show got so big. Now I have the option to do all these other things that I wanted to do, but I didn't have the finances and the income to do it. And now I have sponsors, I have people that I have to, mention and whatever. So I have to make myself look good. I have to make everything look presentable. I have to make things look professional, pro level. So this person does that. This person does that. This person gets noticed by so many people every day. Now he's getting noticed on TV shows. He's getting mentioned on in newspapers and whatever. So now this guy started out with just doing something as a joke, shits and giggles, right? And now he's getting so popular that people are relating to him in such a level that this person is a person that a lot of people talk about on a regular level every day because the popularity is through the roof. Now, this guy was doing a job that he didn't like doing. He didn't enjoy doing it. He answered to someone else. Now, this person has to answer to no one but himself. Everything that is related to his job relates back to him. There's no other person. The only people that he would have to answer to if he had sponsors, he has to find out what these people want from him, what they want them to say because they're paying him, you know, sponsoring his whatever product they have on his show, and they're going to pay him an income, a profit. So he has to follow those what they want done so he can get paid. But that's fine because he's doing something he enjoys doing. He's doing something that's going to revenue money for him, and probably the company that he's using that are supporting him is a well-known company, so that helps him in general or helps her grow in the community as a creator, as a influencer, as a person on YouTube or whatever platform he's on, Twitch or whatever they're doing. If it's a DJ, it doesn't have to be an electrician. You could be a DJ showing them techniques and what equipment to get or whatever. As long as you do something that people are going to recognize and recognize you for bringing that to them, you're going to get people implementing themselves and trending to you because you're doing something that they love watching and they love you explaining it to them because you're explaining it to them in a way that someone else couldn't explain it to them before, but they are explaining it to them in such an easy manner and an easy way that they all get it and they'll share it to their friends and you'll get more popular. That's how all these other influencers started. They were just like me and you. They were working a job, probably didn't like it. They probably got shit from their boss and their people that they were working with, and they said to themselves, "I got to do something different. I have to change my life. What can I do?" Maybe they started just looking on YouTube and just going around, just looking at different things, and something caught their eye, and they say, "I can do this," and they took a shot and they did it, and look where they are now. In life, you have to always take a chance. Without taking a chance, nothing is going to happen. Don't be afraid to take a chance. The only way things are going to happen for you is you have to take a chance. I always say that you have to fail at something to get better at something. Failure is a good way of learning because when you fail at something, it imprints something in your brain and says to yourself, what did I do wrong? Because you did something wrong because you didn't succeed at what you were doing. Once you knock down all the mistakes that you did and correct all those incorrections, there's nowhere to go but success. So failure is a good thing, and failure leads to success. Remember that. Find something you're happy doing and enjoy doing it. And that's why a lot of people are doing NFTs. They enjoy doing it. You know how many people are artists and like, hey, this is what I do in a regular. It's my hobby. It's not even my job. I'm good at it. I could, or some people, you know what it is? So many people nowadays are just working a job day to day and they're doing it because it's paying their bills. It's not making them rich and they want more out of their lives. They want to see a lot more. They want to get more out of this world. And they're not getting it from what they're doing now. And they're trying to find other platforms and all other perimeters that they could actually connect to their lively work place. How many people try something out? I always tell people try something out. Don't quit your job. Try it out. Do it at night, right? After work. And if you see it implementing for you and things are going better for you, and you're starting to see a good amount of an imprint from it, and you're trending, and if you're going to this way and you want to monetize your channel, how many people are doing TikTok and they're just, that's it, they gave up their job and this is their livelihood. They're just doing stuff on TikTok that's getting so much attention to so many people that people are always first thing do in the morning is go on their page to see what they posted because they enjoy and love watching what they do because they get so much out of it because it's not a job for them. It becomes a great feeling, happy thing that they do, activity. And they do it so good that so many people want to see them do what they do. And a lot of people want to see those people even go further because some of them were watching them when they first got started and they love seeing people getting from one point to the other, right? But how do you get from one point to the other? You have to actually do something. You have to get involved. If you don't get involved, if you don't take a chance, nothing is going to develop from it. Nothing's going to develop from it. Don't be afraid. I know a lot of people are afraid. If you don't take a chance in life, you're not going to get a chance. Okay. And that's what I believe. These are my understandings because I talk to a lot of people and a lot of people hit me up and it doesn't have to be about music. It's about everything. That's why I told you, um, I did this show also to, give people a platform and let people know that there's other artists out there besides me. I always tell people, and I'm always honest, if I like your stuff, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna put your links, whether it be Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Shazam, a YouTube channel you have, your Twitch or whatever platform you use to put your stuff out there and promote yourself. I'm going to give you the opportunity, and I'm not going to be able to play your stuff, of course, because it's copy infringement. But I'm actually going to bring up your name, the song, and I'll also put the links down in the description so people could check out your music and hear it for themselves. And there's no problems with copyrights and no, problems in that end on that situation because we don't want any of that stuff for you or for me. So that's why I always tell people email me, DM me, let me know. I always tell people contact me because I want to know what you guys and girls want to know. I've been getting a lot of popularity, a lot of people liking my stuff and commenting my stuff. And I'm going to give you a perfect example how, YouTube works, right? The more subscribers you get, okay, you got to get 1,000 subscribers, right? So you're able to put your name on your YouTube channel, right? Then you got to have 400, 4,000 hours. We have 4,000 hours of watch time. People have to watch your videos for 4,000 hours to get your channel monetized. When you get your channel monetized, that means they could put ads on your channel and you could get revenue and get paid. The more popular your channel gets, the more subscribers you get. You get awards. Awards are good because you could let people know that you got 100K of subscribers and YouTube are noticing you as a creator, and a lot of people are noticing you and you're trending and you're on the main page. So you're on a different level than a lot of these other YouTubers. That's a great thing. And don't forget where you came from. Always, always be that person that say, hey, I started out with nothing and I worked really hard and I looked at a lot of other YouTubers and I got a lot of ideas from them and I thank those people for actually showing me and me attempting to do what they set out to do and I did it and I learned a lot from them but I also learned a lot from myself and now I'm whatever I learned from them and I learned from myself I want to pass it on to you guys and girls because I want to see you succeed the way I succeed. Everyone should be able to give an understanding that everyone should able to do what you're doing if they have the ambition and the drive to do that and if that's their set goal there should be nothing to stop them. I always tell people there's everything in life you're capable of getting is how hard you work to get it. I always tell people if you want something really bad, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be, it could be anything in general, right? If you want a car, a Lamborghini, take a screenshot it, put it on your computer, put it on your phone, able to see it every time is going to make you want it even more. And you're always going to work to get to what you're looking at, physically, mentally. You're going to psych yourself out and you're going to work hard to get to where you are. So now you don't have that picture on the phone anymore, but you do have that picture on the phone, but this time it's your car and you're in front of that picture and that's what you're posting on your phone to showing that you accomplished what you set out to do and you did it. And it could be a house, it could be a vacation, it could be a relationship. If you're at work, right, and you see somebody attractive and appealing and you find a connection with them and you would like to have that person as your girlfriend or possibly your fiance, possibly your wife in the future, is it capable of happening? Yes, anything in life is able to happen. But if in that set of events, that person has to have also feelings for you. And if that person has feelings for you, then anything is possible. How do you know if someone has a physical feelings towards you? Well, touch. Animals touch each other to show affection. If someone is touching your arm, always touching you and not, I mean, like touching your arm, physically, not as in touching you in a, well, if they do that, that's definitely crazy, but that's also a sign of affection. Um, but could be wrong. Depends where it is and if the person is giving you permission to do so. Always understand that. There's always guidelines. There's always you have to have permission. So the person touching you, the way animals touch each other, that shows a sign of affection. If that happens, then you have the option to say, hey, you're having a conversation, say, hey, would you like to get a cup of coffee later on? And if they say yes, then the door is a little open. Okay. Because if they didn't want to, it's like, nah, yeah, I just had a cup of coffee. I'm not really interested. Because if that person wanted to get a cup of coffee, they're going to say, yeah, I'll have a cup of coffee with you later on. Then after you have a cup of coffee with them, nice conversation. You could talk. Hey, I know we work together, but what are your goals? What are your ambition? What is set out? What is there anything you like doing? I do music, you know that, but I never asked what you like. Get involved into their world and see if they bring you into their world. If they bring you into their world, that's a great thing because now you're getting an understanding of them where you didn't understand them before, but now you're getting a clear picture of them a little bit more better. So you're understanding them a little bit more than you didn't understand them before. So now if they come to you and say, hey, what's up with you? Were you ever married? Now, if somebody asks you if you ever married or you have a girlfriend and stuff like that, they want to find out if you're available. That's a great thing. Now, if that person asks you that and say, "Hey, no, I just broke up with somebody a while ago. Honestly, I'm not with anybody right now. Trying to find the right person." Now, these are words that you can say to someone. Now, if that person doesn't have anyone, right, and they have the same feelings and the same understandings of what you brought up, that's a great thing because now that person's saying, "Well, he's not with anybody. He's trying to find someone to relate to. I'm trying to do the same exact thing as he's doing. There's something here." Now, you have to be the person, or she has to be the person, and take it further. You have to be smart, right? What could you say? And then you get into the conversation. It didn't work out. We had different, outlooks in life, different goals. Sometimes somebody. Unfortunately, we're still friends. We talk, but we're not like that anymore. So maybe that person had the same situation happen with them, and now they could relate to you. But now they want to be with somebody, and then seeing there's something with each other, and you guys connect, and you can work something out as being a couple. So before the date is over, you say something like, "Hey, I had a great time. This was a great thing. Hey, how about you? Did you check out this movie? They say it's a good movie. Would you be interested?" Now, these are the words you have to understand. Now, if the person liked the conversation and like being with you with the coffee, right? They're gonna want to be with you more, right? So the movie thing, if they say to you something like, "Nah, Friday," you pick a day and see what they say. If you say Friday and they say, "Nah, Friday's not good for me," and they leave it at that, then that was just a cup of coffee. It was a great conversation. We got to know a little bit about each other, and it's not gonna go any further. If they have any other future or further, output from it, they'll say, "No, no, Friday's not good with me. How about Saturday? Saturday work for you?" Now, if her or him are telling you a different date, that means they still want to connect, but that day maybe wasn't good for them because they had something going on. Somebody was coming over, and maybe they might say, "No, Friday's not good. I have family coming over. I know we've been planning it for a couple of days or a week or whatever." "Oh, no, I understand. Oh, Saturday's perfect." Let you don't pick the time. Let them pick the time. Say, "Hey, what time you want to come? What's good for you? What works for you?" And if they say something like, "How about 8 o'clock? Is 8 o'clock good?" And if she'll say to you, or he'll say to, I mean, she'll say to you, "Is 8 o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock is fine." Now, the other thing is, because I've been getting a lot of people, the dating game has changed. Not everyone picks each other up at their house. "I'll meet you at the movie theater." Don't go any further. "Okay, that's fine. 8 o'clock, we'll meet right in front of here, at this movie theater. I'll meet you here." It's fine. Now, you finish the movie, you had popcorn, maybe you held hands if it happened, or you kissed. If that happens, that's a great thing because then it can just get better. It can't get worse. Now, end of the night, it's the most important thing, right? Hey, you had a great time. You want to go get a cup of coffee? Don't push the envelope. If they say, "Yeah, that's great. That coffee would be perfect right now," go for the cup of coffee. Now, leave it in her hands. Don't be the big person and say, "Hey, what, the night's early, whatever." If they say, "Hey, I had a great night, I'll call you tomorrow," leave it at that. Be happy that you took it to the level, to the movie, to the coffee, first cup of coffee, to the movie, a kiss, holding hands, another cup of coffee, had a great time. That's it. Leave it at that. Give each other a couple of days. Who calls you first? Who calls you second? It doesn't matter as long as you call each other. And then the second date will take an understanding a little further where things are going. And like that. Then if it goes to the second date, is like, "Oh, here's my address," then it's a good thing because now you all feel comfortable with each other, where you live and whatever, and take it at that. Don't take it any further and see where it goes after that. And then from there, you know what needs to happen after that. And that's it. If you guys hit it off and it's great, you guys become boyfriend and girlfriend, you get fiancés, you get married, you have kids, always have communication. Communication is key. I have friends of mine hit me up and they always ask me these stupid questions like, hey, Vin, what's the most important thing in a relationship? And they always come up to me and say something stupid like sex. I'm like, no, that's not. In a marriage, that's very important, of course. But the most important thing is communication. Without communication, without understanding what that other person is desiring and wanting in life, you're not going to have anything else happening in your world. It's not going to exceed, or anything else. It's not going to go anywhere else but trouble. You both have to have communication with each other. Communication is key. Having great communication, understanding everyone else's needs is a great thing. Once you find out that you have the understanding and don't just relate to your needs, but everyone else, everything else will come to play. You will have a great sex life. You will have a great relationship. You'll have everything will come perfect. Don't always make it about yourself. Make it about each other. Don't make things always about you. Always believe that there's always another person in the subject. And I get a lot of people always tell me this all the time. Say, hey, what's the problem? Communication is key. Put a list together. Things for me, things for her, things for together, things that we can work together as a couple. Balance is key. Once you have balance in life, in a relationship, everything always works out for the best. If you like the information you've been getting and you love watching my show, like I said, this is episode 19. The next episode will be 20 and 21 and further and further. Like I said, I'm not going to just be talking about music. I'm going to be talking a lot about other things. Definitely like, follow, share, and comment. And if you got so much out of this show, share it to your friends that will get as much out of it as you did. Until next time, be safe. I will see you on the next episode. Take care.
Beat Cutters Music.
Breaking down cause my jealousy gets the best of me. If this keeps